Well, the UFC experienced some major shakeups on Saturday night when 3 champions were dethroned at UFC 217. Of course, we see Michael Bisping's title reign come to an end in the main event, courtesy of George St. Pierre. Bisping, he comes into this, I think a lot of people were criticizing his title reign. It ends in a disappointing fashion for him, but still Bisping is one of the top names in the sport, has accomplished more than anyone, or as much as anyone in UFC history. Just a really stellar fighter, and for him, he is going to seemingly ride off into the sunset after his next fight. I think we see him headline that UFC card in London in March coming up. The question is, who's the opponent going to be? For Michael Bisping, he can pretty much face anyone. He's got several different rivalries going on, several different potential matchups. But I think the UFC needs to go in the direction of the trilogy fight with Luke Rockhold. I think it would be a shame if we didn't see that come to the end. I know some people might want a more winnable fight for Bisping in his home country, his retirement fight, but still, I think there's so much to that Rockhold feud. They each have 1 win. Of course, the second fight, a lot of people thought, maybe a bit of a lucky night for Michael Bisping, caught Luke Rockhold off his game. I want to see what happens in the third fight between them. Co-main event, we see Cody Garbrandt suffer his first career loss courtesy of TJ Dillashaw. A huge rivalry going into this fight, a lot of emotions, a lot of grudges. Didn't go Garbrandt's way. He suffers his first loss, but I think for him, he is still, of course, one of the very best fighters in this division. Lots of potential names out there for him to fight. The one I want to see is John Lineker. We've had that fight booked once before. Lineker had to pull out due to the flu, and I just think the clash of styles there. 2 of the most exciting fighters in that weight class, 2 of the most powerful strikers. I think we see that fight happen, and the winner is right there back in title contention. And then, of course, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, probably the most surprising title fight loser of the night. She drops her belt to Rose Namajunas in a dramatic first-round knockout, and for her, I think she's going to have a chance to regain that belt back as soon as she wants to, as soon as she's ready to fight. The UFC should book that rematch. She's earned it. She's been a long-time reigning champion, dominant champion. This fight didn't go her way, but we need to find out, like we've seen so many times when longtime champions have been dethroned, if she's gonna, if it was just a bump in the road, not her night, or if really Rose Namajunas is the better fighter. So I think we see that go down. I don't know when, I don't know where, but in the 115 division, that is absolutely the fight to make.